we have a fun song, or I think it's a fun song. The song Days of Elijah. This song has 5 chords in it, which are G, C, D, E minor, and B minor. Okay, the song mainly consists of just playing G and D. You pretty much, or G, D, and C. That's basically all you're going to be using, but they do have an E minor and a B minor in there. Let's start with G. These are the days of Elijah. Alright, so G, and then on Elijah we change to a C. These are the days of Elijah. On declaring we go to a G. The word, on word we go to a D. Of the Lord, Lord is G. And these are the days of your servant. On Sir, of servant, we go to a C. Servant Moses, righteousness. On right, of righteousness, we go to a G. Righteousness being, on being, we go to a D. Restored, back to a G on restored. And now we go to a B minor. And though these are days of great trials. On try, of trials, we go to an E minor. So, and though is B minor. These are days of great trials. Try of trials, we go to E minor. Trials of famine, or fam of famine is C. Famine and darkness and sword is D. Still on we go to a G. Still we are the voice in the desert. So of desert, C is C. Desert crying, prepare is G. Either way is D. Of the Lord is G. Prepare ye the way of the Lord. And this is where the chorus comes in. And it's, behold he comes. Comes is still a G. Behold he comes, riding on the clouds. Clouds is C. Shining like the sun is G. At the trumpet call is D. So lift your voice is G. It's the year of Jubilee is C. And out of Zion's hill is G. On Vey of salvation comes is G. Alright, so the chorus is, behold he comes, riding on the clouds, shining like the sun. At the trumpet call, so lift your voice. It's a year of Jubilee, and out of Zion's hill salvation comes. And then it goes to the second verse. But the second verse is just like the first verse. Same timing, same chords, so you will be able to learn that yourself. But then at the very bottom there's, I don't know, I guess we could call it the bridge. And that's where it repeats, there's no God like Jehovah. There's no God like Jehovah. And the chorus of that is, I play a weird rhythm here because this always throws me off when I'm trying to go from the normal rhythm of the song, of the verse and the chorus, to this. The way this rhythm goes is, there's no God like Jehovah. Alright? There's no God like Jehovah. Alright, it begins on G. There's no God like Jehovah. And then it switches to a C. There's no God like Jehovah. Back to a G. There's no God like Jehovah. And then last one is, there's no God like Jehovah. And that's a D. Okay, so it's, there's no God like Jehovah with his G. Then there's no God like Jehovah with a C. Then there's no God like Jehovah with the G. Then there's no God like Jehovah with the D. You can play that as many times as you want. Normally it's played 3 times, and on the 3rd time it goes, there's no God like Jehovah. Or actually this would be the 2nd time. There's no God like Jehovah. 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 And then you go up a higher note. There's no God like Jehovah. There's no God like Jehovah. There's no God like Jehovah. On Va, of that last part on G, we just skip the D. It goes Jehovah. And you go to a D on Va. Okay? There's no God like Jehovah. There's no God like Jehovah. There's no God like Jehovah. And then you're back into, behold he comes, riding on the clouds. Alright, so you're back into the chorus. And that is Days of Elijah. The second verse, like I said, is just like the first verse, and you can decide what kind of rhythm you want on that bridge part. I just find it easier just to actually go with the beat of the song. It's a little bit more robotic, maybe not as refined, but that's what works for me. So find what works for you. And that is the complete song.